David, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. We will call to order this regular meeting of the West County Commissioners. Today is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. We appreciate everybody being here. Note that this meeting is being live streamed and recorded, and would request if you have a cell phone, if you'd be kind enough to put it on vibrate or silent. We'd appreciate you doing that. We always begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. We'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Commissioner Sanada, could you lead us in the pledge?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a brief moment of silence. Thank you very much. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata,
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Here.
Commissioner Vogler.
Here, thank you. Well, we always have two opportunities for public comment. One at the beginning of the meeting and one before we adjourn. You're welcome to speak both times. One of the two times, or if you just want to sit here and listen, that's also fine. We ask that your comments be related to county government matters. Under row officer reports and comments, Mr. Prestipine is here, our controller, for a bid opening. But Dave, do you have anything over and above that?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Dave. And speaking of bid openings, that takes us to under fiscal and contractual. We do have, I believe, a bid opening today for the Community Development Block Grant Program, specifically for Chenango Township, and we welcome the township. Is your title still Secretary Treasurer?
Manager.
Township Manager. I'll have to remember that. Thank you. My apologies.
No problem.
Al Burek, the Township Manager, is with us. And, David, what can you tell us?
Well, we got 6 bids in. They were, I can tell you where they're from. They're from Cronin Enterprises from Imperial, PA, Fryer Excavating from Beaver Falls, PA, Gem Building Contractors, Newcastle, PA, Gene-Co Incorporated, New Wilmington, PA, Mahoning Builders, Newcastle, PA, and Variety Landscape in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
My recollection is this for the improvements to the park? Thank you. David, and particularly for Mr. Burek, as David knows, we generally table the bids to allow both the planning office, the controller's office, consultation with the township, the opportunity to review them. And then once you folks have done that, you're welcome to come back to us whenever you deem the appropriate time, then we can move forward if that's acceptable to all three of you folks. Okay, so David will be sharing this information with you. Dan, any questions?
No.
Chris? No. Okay. Well, it's nice that we got that many bids. That's a good sign, I would think.
Dave, can you say the name of the first one again?
Cronin Enterprises, C-R-O-N-I-N.
Thank you.
Mr. Burek, any questions or comments?
No, not at this time.
Thank you, sir. And Rebecca, anything else over and above what we've talked about? Gentlemen, may I have a motion to table these bids, please?
I'll make it.
I'm sorry?
Read open them first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That would help. Full disclosure. Well, I tell you, we have, full disclosure, we have an 11 o'clock out of the building commitment. So my colleague said, Dan, you got to speed it up a little bit. I was trying. So please open the bids. Please accept my apology.
Okay, the 6 bids we had. First one, Cronin Enterprises, $180,428.31. Fryer Excavating's bid is $98,045. Gem Building Contractor, $106,463.20. Gene-Co Incorporated, $373,067.53. Mahoning Builders, $139,440. And Variety Landscapes, $168,385.
Now that they have been opened, first I'll see if Mr. Sonata has any questions.
That's fine.
Mr. Kennedy, Rebecca or Mr. Burek, any questions now that the bids have been open?
No.
Okay, yes, sir.
All these are credible companies. Rebecca, have you worked with them before?
All of them are pre-qualified, so in order for them to even bid,
Okay,
I've pre-qualified every single one of them.
so they're all legitimate,
Yes.
solid companies.
Yep.
To your knowledge.
And I've worked with 3 of the 6 of them, so,
Okay, and just curious, okay, sure, there's such a diversity amongst all these.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I see that.
okay, thank you.
Which is why this move to table then will give you folks the opportunity to review them in greater detail. Dan, any other questions? Gentlemen, may I have a motion now to table the bids?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you very much. Rebecca and Mr. Burek, thank you both. You're welcome to stay, but if you have to move along, we understand. Likewise, Mr. Preston. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Take care. The warrant registers dated September 30 and October 3, which are provided to us by the county controller's office, are in our packet. Please take the time that you would need to look them over, and then whenever you're ready, I can take a motion to accept them.
I read them, and I would make a motion that we accept them.
I read them too, and I'll second that.
Thank you. Do either of you have any questions about the documents? Hearing none, then we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. I'll note that Mr. David Allegro from Taylor Township, he serves as one of the township supervisors, has entered the room. David, we did our first public comment, then we're going to have public comment at the end, but did you, and I don't mean to hit you cold with this, but do you have any public comment at this time?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. And we'll open it up again before we adjourn. Thank you for joining us. The minutes of the September 30, 2025 meeting in our packet. I hope, gentlemen, you've had time to look them over. If you have, we can take a motion to approve them.
I make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Under written communications, we have received 3 documents since our last meeting. The first is from Hillcorp Energy, notifying us that they intend to approach the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection to renew their general plan approval and operating permit GP5 for the operation of emission sources at their central facility located in North Beaver Township. The second document comes from Frank B. Taylor Engineering on behalf of Raymond Zellist. I hope I pronounced that gentleman's name right. He resides at 221 Ligo Drive in Wilmington Township, and they are approaching the DEP for a new NPDES general permit for discharge from small flow treatment facilities. This is a single resident sewage treatment plant that will replace a malfunctioning septic system at this property in Wilmington Township. The third document is also from Taylor Engineering on behalf of Mr. Anthony Cast, who resides on Squaw Run Road in Slippery Rock Township. And again, this is to approach the DEP relative to a single residence sewage treatment plant to replace a malfunctioning septic system at the home at 2208 Squaw Run Road in Slippery Rock Township. Gentlemen, any questions about these documents? May I have a motion for us to accept them?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, and we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you, Vanessa. Commissioner reports and comments. I'm going to go first today. As I noted, we're speeding things up a little bit today because we have a commitment at 11 o'clock. So I'll just mention one item, and there are a lot that we can talk about maybe next week. But yesterday, Mr. Sonata and I attended the quarterly meeting of the Northwest Caucus of County Commissioners, Northwest Pennsylvania Caucus of County Commissioners. It was held in Forest County, gave us an opportunity to meet and talk with some of our fellow commissioners from this part of the state. And they meet quarterly. Next year, probably in the summer, it'll be our turn to host. I think Indiana County and Jefferson County, go before we do, but I think sometime in the summer we'll be hosting. So we'll talk about our plans for that. I'm going to forego other comments. Maybe next week we'll have more to say. Mr. Kennedy.
I'll just, nothing.
I'll forego my comments this week as well, and I'll add it to it next week.
Okay. Thank you both. Under new business, we have a couple of items from our Public Safety Department, and Chad Strobel is with us, our director of that department. Vanessa, the first resolution, what number do we give that?
316.
316. Thank you kindly. Chad, good to have you. Hope you're well.
Yes, doing well, thank you.
Great to hear. The first proposal is a professional service agreement with Dell Financial Services. It's a 5-year agreement totaling $207,545.60. Can you give us a little bit of information as to what is involved with this agreement?
Yes, we're currently using a system we're the redundant for the courthouse for IT system. So we run VMware right now. It's called Courthouse also runs VMware. Well, Dell sold that product to another company, and the company has a different path for that software. So we're going from our normal fees, I believe, are right about the same, $45,000, $46,000, up to, it'll be $750 to keep it for another 5 years, $750,000, the way they're restructuring. So it's going out of date. It's not that great of a system for us. So we looked at Dell and their new product, which will take us over 5 years to $207,000. Unfortunately, the courthouse is still in their contract with the VMware. Our IT contracted crew, or guys that do IT, so they will keep our VMware running, going for the next year and a half or 2 years until the courthouse here is ready to switch over, and then we'll be back to being each other's redundant on the same system. So Bill and the IT office is planning on doing this same thing as soon as the contract with VMware runs out, and we'll be back together to support each other. Should anything happen here, we'll pick it up. Anything happen at our place, the courthouse can pick it up. So we're just a little bit ahead on contract, so we're getting it through a little bit sooner. But this will replace the current VMware system. It's a Dell product, and I run all of our administrative computers, and it'll also back up the courthouse too when they switch over.
Do you know the precise expiration date by any chance of the current contract?
I do not. It should be, I think it was actually last month or 2 months ago it expired. And we decided not to renew it because it was going to be a very large amount of money. So our DI house that works down here, Bob Randolph and his group works down here as well, is keeping that going until we get everything switched over.
Understood.
So that,
You're familiar with all this?
Yes.
None of this surprises you?
No, it doesn't. And I appreciate Chad and his staff. It's obviously a big savings because it could easily run back with the same process for $500,000 more than what he's asking.
How much of this cost is covered by the Commonwealth, or do we cover the entire cost? Do you know?
this is on us. It's separate from 911. So that would be $700,000+ coming out of general funds. There's no reimbursement for that.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news then, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, do you have questions for Mr. Strobel? Mr. Sanada?
I appreciate your efforts, sir.
Very, very much so. You've heard the recommendation put forward by Mr. Strobel as it relates to Resolution 316. Would one of you gentlemen wish to make a motion for its approval?
I'll make the motion to approve.
And I'll second.
Thank you. If there are no other questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. The next item, and you have been communicating with us on this matter, and we've been down this road before. This involves the issue of outdoor burning. My understanding is that you've received communications from the state forester, Bureau of Forestry. And there is a process, and it's spelled out in this resolution. There is a process that has to be carried out before the commissioners could implement an open burning ban. It says prior to the adoption of such a ban, the county shall have received a written recommendation from the district forester who has received or solicited verbal requests from at least 10 fire chiefs or 50% of the fire chiefs in the county, whichever is less, requesting the imposition of a temporary countywide burn ban on open fires. Now, it is very specific. It goes on to say that the use of propane or gas stoves, charcoal grills, or the use of tobacco in any form is not covered under this act, and that campfires in campgrounds are allowed in fire rings that confine and contain the campfire, and where all flammable materials have been removed for a radius of 5 feet. We've done this in the past. I realize as we speak today it's raining, but it's not been raining quite a bit this summer. And Mr. Allegro, I don't mean to put you on the spot. I mentioned you're a Taylor Township Supervisor, but you are also the fire chief, I believe, for the Township of Taylor.
Yes.
And maybe that's why you're here today.
No, I actually met with the forestry yesterday,
Yes, sir.
and we're still, what are we, like 2 inches below normal on rainfall or something in that area?
Yeah, we're in the first level of drought. We're past moderately
Yeah.
dry, abnormally dry. We're at, early drought.
Right. And there's some areas that are actually critical around us. And like I told him, and I was one of the ones that he called. So I would suggest that you do implement it, because if you look at the weather after today, we're only supposed to get up to maybe a ½ inch of rain today. And for the next 8 days, we're not going to have any precipitation again. So it's something that, you're going to have rain 3 or 4 days in a row to try to alleviate this, but it's still dry out there.
And I would concur, and I noticed that on the weather map, the rain that's coming, it seems to be more south of us. The heavier rain might be south of us. For the record, I know that at least 2 of us did receive a call from another fire chief expressing similar thoughts and concerns that you've just raised, Mr. Allegro. And so let me turn it back over to Mr. Strobel so that you can offer any more information you wish to share as to what we might do here today.
No, I spoke with Mr. Gadsby, Chad Gadsby from DCNR. He gave me some numbers about how dry it is. Not too much of this makes too much sense. I didn't go to the wildland firefighting courses that he went to, but I guess the state went to its planning level 2 for their preparedness level 2 for wildfires, which is elevated to have more people ready because of the conditions currently. The way they are is very likely to have a fire get out of control if there is a fire that starts. But burn index is nearly 20, which is high. 1 hour fuel moistures under 10%. 100-hour fuel moistures near 15%. 1,000 hours or under 20%. So that's how much moisture it's going to take out. It's going to completely deplete any moisture that's left over if there is a fire. So the conditions are very good for the spread of fires currently. This rain, I checked this morning, we're expecting, as Supervisor Allegro said, or Chief Allegro said, not too much, maybe some are calling for an inch over the next, day and a half or so. Some are under 3/4 inch or so. But we're not expecting much rain over the next, few days, or next couple of weeks, I should say, as far out as I can see. So, I mean, the conditions are right. Thankfully, we have not had many fires. I sent the information down to you guys, just the total number of fires that we've had, types of fires. A lot of them have been, that thankfully worked out to be nothing. But the conditions are right, that if one does get going, it could, really spread fast and get out there. So, I mean, according to all the data from the state and the weather conditions and everything, this is a good decision to have a burn ban put in place. Again, you all, the board of commissioners, have the right to rescind that at any time the conditions change. It expires automatically after 30 days unless extended. I know last year when we did this, I think it was 2 weeks, we started getting quite a bit of rain. I called you guys, I was at another conference and said, yeah, we can get rid of this thing, and we did. So
The inconvenience of a burn ban, we have to weigh that against the risk of not implementing a ban. And the risk is not only to the property owners, but we can't lose sight of the fact that the risk is also to the firefighters as well. And we're not in the business of putting people at risk. So based upon the information you've shared with us, and Debbie, when I give you the packet, it's very detailed, what you'll see here as it relates to the process. And then, of course, Mr. Strobel will be happy to answer any questions you might have. But with that all being said, I'll turn it over to Commissioner Kennedy for his questions.
I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada.
I'm fine as well. I think that we did this last year and we said it within 2 weeks and hopefully, things will change. But my conversations too with a couple of chiefs that contacted me, I echo what Commissioner Bowman said, safety is the most important thing, especially, we're short of a lot of volunteer fire companies right now. And we want to make sure that we minimize any damage. Like it's, we're one fire away. That's been explained to me, and I agree with that. One fire away from a disaster in Woods County. Fortunate so far, it only takes one. Chad, hopefully this ban will not last a month. But, that's up to the people above whether we can do anything.
Thank you, Chris. Anything else, Mr. Strobel?
No, I appreciate you hearing me out. Like you said, there's a process. DCNR started that process and got back to me.
We're following the prescribed process.
Correct.
Mr. Allegra, I'm glad you came today because we appreciate from your position of expertise, we appreciate your input as well. So thank you. Gentlemen, this is Resolution 317. If there are no other concerns, I would entertain a motion for approval of the resolution.
I'll make that. I'll second.
Thank you very much. We'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Chad, thank you for your time and all the effort that you've put into this. We'll sit tight till we hear back from you. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
I'll be still keeping in contact with DCNR and keeping track of the weather and reaching out to everybody. And hopefully,
Thank you. And by the way, it reminded me, and you pointed out to us, there are a number of counties throughout the Commonwealth that have already implemented bans within their counties. We're not the first one to do this.
no, as of right now, there are 6. Clearfield. I have the map here. There's 6 of them. Cross. Cameron, Clearfield, Elk, Jefferson, Huntington, and Somerset. So,
And I believe in eastern Ohio, there have been some bans.
Ohio has annual bans. There are certain months. I believe it's like October through the end of November, and then March into end of April that they have burn regulations in effect.
I see.
But I don't know if they're total bans, but for larger fires, they preemptively do them. Obviously, there are different style of governments, but Yeah, they have them preemptively done, so every year, spring and fall, they have a building that they automatically, take place. You have to get waivers to have,
I see.
fires and stuff.
Thank you for noting that as well. Well, we appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much, Chad.
Guys, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Resolution 318 involves the agreement we have with PennDOT as it relates to county-owned bridge inspections. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, PennDOT approached us on this and requested that we adopt this resolution pertaining to the agreement that we have with them. And you might have a little more detail than I do. I just have the resolution. But do you have something over and above that?
No, I think we just wanted the, updated resolution, basically.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Mr. Attorney Medora looked at all
He
this too, didn't he? Okay. Chris, questions on this matter? Dan, you comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, this is resolution 318 and you're comfortable?
Yes,
And I believe
yes.
Jason was as
Jason
well.
was.
Okay. May I have a motion for 318?
I move we accept 318.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Number 319, as we've had numerous discussions at meetings for the last number of months, we've been giving consideration as to what direction we want to go as it relates to the future of the older section of the former church across the street. As you know, the newer section is houses mental health and developmental services. We've also had conversations about the future of the Elmira building. And accordingly, we've done some due diligence, and I have to credit particularly Commissioner Kennedy. We've all been involved in some of the conversations, but in terms of a lot of the legwork, Mr. Kennedy has taken it upon himself to spend a good deal of time on this. And with that, I'd like to turn this over to Mr. Kennedy. We have a resolution that will allow us to take a step forward in this process. But Dan, would you be willing to talk a little further about it?
Yep, we've been looking for probably over a year now. What we need to do is CYS because they've outgrown the building. It's just a 100-year-old building that's getting up in age that needs some work done to it. So we were looking and we looked all over and, the three of us and Joe come up with some stipulations of what we had to look for. In the middle of all that, Blade Run for our friends from down in Jiganoka who have there's a partnership with us at LCAP, and they want to look for some more apartments. And we looked at a couple with Steve Green, the director, Joe and I have. When we come across this, they wanted to go in with us to rent a couple buildings out there if we end up buying it. So they'll be partnered in with us on this, paying us rent for that along with CYS rent. We can put CYS in the school, and we're running out of space here for people. We need to move some people out in here, so we can put some more people out there and make the second campus of Orange County Government Center. And make it work and use the buildings for what we need to use for. And the voter services needs a place to put their voting machines. So we just, everything looked together, and we looked at this probably, 4 or 5 times. And I'll be up there tomorrow to look at it again. But, come up with this agreement. It's a letter of intent to purchase it, and we'll see if the Catholic Diocese in Pittsburgh agree to it. And, if they do, we'll go ahead and execute what we need to do that. Debbie, I'll give you some more on this after we can talk about it. $600,000.
And that's listed in the resolution.
And we're working to do something with Elmira building too. will help us out on this.
How are you gonna finance it? How are you gonna finance it?
Find what?
How are
She
you
said
going to
finance.
finance it?
Joe, you wanna do that one for me? Because we were
Sure. We would purchase it out of our capital, we wouldn't be financing it, more than likely, and that would come down after an agreement, and the commissioners make a decision, but, we have the capital to be able to purchase it. Any renovations and changes, we would then probably look at it at a bond type structure. So more than likely to be paid back via the funding streams of the different people who would be occupying. Not necessarily general fund. dollars.
This resolution today would simply authorize that a letter of intent be drawn up and submitted to the diocese, which would offer the diocese $600,000 to purchase the property at 1111 South Cascade Street, which is the St. Joseph the Worker Church and campus. We would then need to wait for their response.
Correct.
So this is the first step of probably many steps beyond this. Also, in that letter of intent, conversations, particularly that Mr. Kennedy has had, the diocese does run a food bank at that location. And part of this would be that we would allow for the continuation of that food bank program for at least 18 months. And if we get to that point and they still would need it, we would be happy to entertain a conversation with them to that effect. This has all been looked at by our solicitor. And I will note too that the property is within the boundaries of the city of Newcastle. It's fairly close to the Shenango Township line. But Newcastle is the county seat, and this property is within the boundaries of the city of Newcastle. Dan, before I turn it over to Chris, do you have anything else to offer at this? Mr. Sonata, comments?
Yeah, I just think that, since we've been here the last year and a half, we've tried to do due diligence. I mean, we first got here, Commissioner Kennedy hadn't visited all the agents and offices. We went to CYS, we went to different agencies. We are running out of space. And with recycling, the situation of recycling, we need a facility for that as well. Our goal was to keep it in the city of Newcastle. Anything which we would do, and then Chairman Hogan, especially that was the first thing he told us. We started looking around at different facilities, and we looked at the mall, we looked at Rose Estates, we looked at Troutman Building, anything that was available within Newcastle, really, kept an open mind. And this opportunity came up, and I think it's an opportunity that's very positive for the neighborhood out there as well. Because the worst thing we could have happen is a building deteriorate and reaches a point where it becomes an eyesore. So this is not something that just came up. We've been looking for a year plus, 2.5 since we first got here, and we need space badly. And even we talk about the voting machines. We don't want to pay rent. I mean, that's the bottom. We don't want to pay rent. We want a new facility. It's going to save money in the long run. And with the NASCO and your efforts, Joe, of helping to get this done in a way, it'll probably save us money in the long run. And that's the ultimate goal. So that's just pretty much my call.
Thank you very much. This, again, is the first step in this process in terms of a formal letter of intent. As far as the future of the former church across the street, we have not addressed that yet. That will come later. We're focusing right now on this particular piece of property, and we're hopeful that we can reach an accord with the diocese and focus on that for now, and then at the appropriate time, we will then pay attention to what the future may hold for the church, or the former church across the street. Again, thanks, Chris. Before I take a motion, once again, Dan, anything else from your part? Debbie, other questions that you might have?
How long has it been empty, the church?
Well, you might remember.
About 18 months,
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 years maybe.
2 years?
Yeah, that's just my
How
best
big
guess.
is it? Like
it's on
what's so
14
long,
acres.
is it 14 acres?
Yeah, about 14 acres. So we have land.
That's been very well maintained.
Is it the church and the educational building? or-
Yes, all, it's
There's
the
four
entire
buildings out
campus.
there. It's the whole campus.
Thank you. for that.
Thank you, Debbie. Gentlemen, would one of you care to make a motion for resolution 319?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. If there are no other concerns or comments, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 320 is a budget amendment, and it relates to the Community Development Block Grant, specifically for Shenango Township. And we're taking unbudgeted revenue of $109,994 from the CDBG revenue account, and we're applying that amount to the Shenango Park Community Development Block Grant Fund account. Could I have a motion for this resolution?
I make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any questions, gentlemen? If not, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 321 is a transfer in the amount of $23,174 coming from the capital expenditures contingency line item, and we're applying that to the capital sheriff's vehicle line item. This is resolution 321. Would one of you wish to make a motion?
I'll make that one.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. And I apologize. Any questions? I should have allowed for questions. Forgive me for that. Hearing no questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We have a few transfers to, now I'm gonna go through them. Stop me if you need to ask, and then when we get to the end, we can either take one motion or we can split them out. Under the commissioners, under the opioid allocations, we're taking $500,000 from the opioid contingency. And make it clear, those aren't tax dollars, those are dollars that we received from the various lawsuits that have led to the distribution of these dollars. Line item into miscellaneous allocations. The Domestic Relations Office is asking for a $450 transfer from their materials and supply line item into that of their uniform line item. District Judge Cartwright in Elwood City is asking for a $300 transfer from his contingency into equipment lease. The Information Technology Department is requesting a $1,400 transfer from their contingency into their telephone and internet line item. Central Court is requesting a $2,500 transfer, all of it coming from their contingency into 2,000 of it's going into their materials and supplies, 500 of it is going into their staple line item. And then finally, the Tax Claim Office is asking for a $400 transfer from their contracted consultation line item into that of maintenance and repairs. Looked like they had an issue with their copier that they had to address. Okay, that's again $400. Chris, any questions on any of these requests? Mr. Kennedy?
None.
Would one of you wish to make a motion to approve all of those requests?
I make a motion to approve all of them.
I'll second.
Thank you. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. A few announcements. Our next commissioners' meeting will be a week from today, Tuesday, October 14, 10 a.m. in this room, open to the public. The Lawrence County Planning Commission will hold its monthly public meeting tomorrow, October 8. It will be held at noon at the Plain Grove Township Municipal Building, 1029 Plain Grove Road in Plain Grove Township. The prison board will meet on Wednesday, October 15 at noon for its regular monthly meeting. Anything over and above that, Mr.
At
Sonata?
this point, we're just having our monthly meeting next Wednesday.
Thank you, sir. And we'll announce that the courthouse will be closed this coming Monday. It's a federal holiday, October 13, 2025, in observance of Columbus Day. That takes us to public comment, and I'll open the floor. We have two folks in the room, and ladies first. Anything, Debbie?
Actually, just a quick question. So there's 4 buildings out there. What are they?
There's a church building,
Yeah,
there's school, there's a, apartment building with the nuns lived in,
oh, okay.
and then there's a house that the priest lived
It's not like a shed or a
in.
garage.
There's another little shed out there too.
We're gonna work very closely with the solicitor in terms of the next steps, in terms of if we reach an accord with the diocese, then we've got to go through the process of securing the appropriate professional services that we're going to need to assist us with potential renovations, et cetera. But the solicitor will guide us as to how we go about securing those services. We'll stay very close to Mr. Madore in terms of how we go about that. Anything else, Debbie? Thank you. And I have your packet. Mr. Allegro,
No, I'm good.
we're so glad you came here today. Your input was very helpful. We appreciate it. Hope things are well down in Taylor Township.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Last week, we took a moment of silence for Mr. Senchak, passing of Mr. Senchak.
Yeah.
Did the supervisors appoint the tax collector? Do you know?
Well, right now, what we're gonna do, he had an assistant, so she's handling it now till the end of the election.
I see.
So,
Okay, thank you for that.
because the election's November
Yeah,
5th or
less than
whatever.
a month.
Then depending what happens there, we'll see where we go from there.
Understood. Thank you. Again, you're always welcome here. Closing comments, Mr. Sonata. Thank you. Mr. Kennedy. Again, we went a little faster than usual because we do have to duck out, so forgive us for the speed at which we went today. Joe or Vanessa, anything we've missed?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you all so much. There being no other business to be brought before the board, may I please have an adjournment motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
That's good, you should do that every week.
What's that?
Hurry it up.
He tells me that all the time.
I tried to find it a couple times.
No, there's a sign.
When's Newcastle?
Give us a date, a time.
They have, they might change it because of the cloud.